Hi guys, it's Lisa's Finding the Redo. I'm a 57-year-old retired school teacher who needed to find her redo. And I found that redo by reselling used clothing, shoes, and hard goods. Today, I'm here for my numbers for Money Monday. Yes, it's Money Monday. And today I'm going to show you what my numbers were for the week of the 18th through the 24th of July, 2021. And I'm also, today I decided to show you every item that I've sold this week. And I found out how hard that was because I broke it down into how much they paid for the item, how much shipping they paid for, what they were all in for, the shipping and fees cost, the gross profit, the cost of goods, and finally the net profit. So every item that I sold this week, I did that for. So I think you'll enjoy it today because you're going to see that you can make good money by selling bread and butter items. So here we go. On Sunday, July 18th, I sold 5 items on eBay and 1 on Poshmark. The first item on eBay was was a Van Heusen men's white dress shirt. I'd had this a while. Actually, I got it in a thread-up box, men's box, one of the first ones I ever got. And the buyer paid $16.95 for it and $6 for shipping, so they were all in for $22.95. The shipping plus fees was $7.34 for a gross profit of $15.55. My cost of goods was, I kind of averaged it out because on the men's boxes, it cost about $2, so that's what I put down for my cost of goods. So I made $13.56. I might have to hold this up a little bit. I can't see it way down there and I'm not looking at the camera. Okay, the next item that I sold on eBay was an Under Armour women's polo. And it sold for $18.95. The buyer was in Canada and paid $21.25 for shipping to be all in for $40.20. The shipping and fees only cost me $12.12. So my gross profit was $28.08. I paid $1 for this top for a net profit of $27.08. If you are not shipping internationally, whether you're doing it by eBay's global shipping program or by companies such as Pirate Ship, you really need to. It gives you a whole other avenue. If you do it by Pirate Ship, you're going to be saving a lot of money. And it's no problem. It really isn't. Okay, the next item I sold was a lot of 3 Beanie Baby clothes, and they sold for $27.95. The buyer paid $9.35 for shipping. That's my standard priority shipping amount that I charge. The buyer was all in for $37.30. It cost $12.04 for shipping and fees, and for a gross profit of $25.26. Each one of these items cost $1, and there were 3 of them, so I had a net profit of $22.26. So if you see these Beanie Baby clothes, now admittedly one of them was pretty good. I don't remember which one, but one of them was pretty good. The other 2 were okay, but I lotted them all 3 together and made good money off of it. The next item that I sold was also a lot. It was a lot of 2 Tommy Bahama shirts, and they sold for $30. These were polo shirts, just plain polo shirts from Tommy Bahama. Buyer paid $9.35 shipping. Now, this was the first item that I listed from this challenge I made with myself, that I was going to list everything that I thrifted on one certain day for either $10 or $15 with a few exceptions. So this one I listed it for $15 a shirt, so I felt like I was still within the challenge. The buyer was all in for $39.35. It cost for shipping and fees was $12.87. I had a gross profit of $26.48. The cost of goods was $4. I paid $2 for each one of the shirts. for a net profit of $22.48. So if you're not lighting together your like items, you really need to start. It is just really nice when you've got, one payout. It saves the buyer money. It really is a good deal. The next item was a pair of Levi's 501 women's jeans. They sold for $35.95. These went to Chile, and the buyer paid $25.50 for shipping, for an all-in of $61.45. The shipping fees and the shipping and fees was $23.84, and the gross profit was $37.61, and the cost of goods was $3, for a net profit of $34.61. It was pretty incredible. Again, these both the international on this day went by pirate ship. I sold one item on Poshmark. I sold a Bob Mackie top. It went for $15. Fees were $3. Gross profit of $12. The cost of goods was $1. So a net profit of $11. So that was all I sold on Sunday. On Monday, I had 3 eBay orders and 2 Poshmark orders. I had a pair of White House Black Market shorts. These sold for $15. The buyer paid $4.70 for shipping. And the buyer was all in for $19.70. Shipping and fees cost $6.29. For a gross profit of $13.41. I paid $1 for these shorts, so I had a net profit of $12.41. The next item was a Tommy Hilfiger cardigan, red cardigan, real pretty, but I had had it forever, and I thought it was so pretty when I got it. But it sold for $20, and the buyer paid $9.35 shipping, so he was all in for $29.35. The shipping and fees was $11.85. Gross profit was $17.50. Cost of goods was $2. My net profit on that cardigan was $15.50. The next item was an Avon tricycle bear, and this was from that haul. I listed it for $15, and I did not put best offer on any of these items that I listed so cheaply. If I listed them that cheaply, $10 or $15, I didn't put best offer on them. Now, in a little bit, I'm going to tell you a little bit of the twists that I learned that happened despite everything. So, $15, the buyer paid $9.35 shipping. The buyer was all in for $24.35. Shipping and fees was $11.99. For a gross profit of, I forgot to figure this out, sorry. But the net profit was $9. I don't know, I guess I just left that off. So not real good, but only paid $2 for it, so we were okay. The next item that sold was an item on Posh, was a pair of Zodiac boots, and they sold for $70. The fees was $14. The gross profit was $56. The cost of goods was $6, so I made $50 profit. Now, right now, this is in limbo because the buyer filed a case saying they didn't fit, but everything I listed was correct. I don't know why there's a case. I thought Poshmark, as long as you did everything you were supposed to and listed it properly, it didn't get this kind of case. It was just, turned down. But what else do I do? I showed them the box, the shoes, everything was the same, but it's still in limbo. Hopefully they'll get it resolved tomorrow. Next thing I sold on Posh was a St. Louis Cardinals shirt. It sold for $13, and anything below $15 sells for, they have the fees of $2.95. So I had a gross profit of $10.05, and this cost me $1.76. It was a retail arbitrage. I just don't do real well with them. And for a net profit of $8.29. On Tuesday, the 20th, I had 4 eBay sales. And the first one was a Minnie Mouse costume. It sold for $7.66 and the buyer paid $6 shipping, so he was all in for $13.76. The shipping and fees was $5.57 for a gross profit of $8.19. I paid $2 for this costume for a net profit of $6.19. The next item that sold was a men's Turnberry button-down shirt. The buyer paid $10 and $6 for shipping for an all-in of $16. The shipping and fees was $6.63 for a gross profit of $9.37. My brother gave this to me, so there was no cost of goods. So my net profit was $9.37. The next item was a pair of Tommy Hilfiger cargo shorts. These sold for $15.96 and the buyer paid $6 in shipping. The buyer was all in for $21.96. Unfortunately, these weighed too much. I had them pay for first class, but they weighed too much. So the shipping and fees actually cost quite a bit, $10.23. So the gross profit was $11.73 and $2 cost of goods for a net profit of $9.73. So it still was okay, even though, guys, make sure you weigh things. You know, I still think, oh, I can tell, but I have goof ups like this all the time. But if at the beginning I had just done this, then I would have had lots of goof ups. The next item that sold was a Nike XXL basketball shorts. These sold for $16.96 and buyer paid $6 shipping. And it was all in for $22.96. The shipping and fees were $10.52. Gross profit was $12.44. Cost of goods was $2. And I had a net profit of $10.44. On Wednesday, July 2nd, I had 2 eBay sales. Yes, 2. That's it. I sold a Bella Doll top for $17 and the buyer paid $4.70 shipping, so he was all in for $21.70. Shipping and fees was $6.54, and for a gross profit of $15.16. This did cost me $1, and the net profit was $14.16. The second item I sold was a pair of Fit-Flop mules. Normally you see Fit-Flop like flip-flops, thong sandals. But this was a pair of mules. The buyer paid $28.86 for these with $9.35 shipping. He was all in for $38.21. Shipping and fees was $13.72 for a gross profit of $24.49. I paid $4 for these for a net profit of $20.49. On Thursday, July 22nd, I sold 4 eBay items. I sold 2 Poshmark items, and I sold 1 Etsy item. Yay! Yay! Okay, I sold a Signum button-up men's shirt. Sold it for $12. Buyer paid $6 shipping, and the buyer was all in for $18. Shipping and fees cost $6.10 for a gross profit of $11.90. $2 cost of goods for a net profit of $9.90. The next item that sold was a pair of Gap men's shorts. They sold for $15.96 with $6 shipping. And they paid for a all-in of $21.96. The shipping and fees cost $10.43. Gross profit was $11.53. Cost of goods was $2 for a net profit of $9.53. The next item that sold was a pair of Prevost women's Mary Jane shoes in a size 11. They sold for $21.95. Buyer paid $9.35 for shipping. For all in $31.30. Shipping and fees were $11.94 for a gross profit of $19.36. I did pay $4 for these for a net profit of $15.36. The next item that sold was a polo linen blend camp shirt in black, and it was absolutely beautiful. It sold for $33. Buyer paid $6 shipping. He was all in for $39. Shipping and fees was $9.24, so the gross profit was $29.76. I paid $5.60 cost of goods for a net profit of $24.16. The next item was sold on Etsy. It was a vintage white stag jacket that had all really pretty patches and everything all over it. It sold for $33. Buyer paid $6 shipping. I'm sorry, paid nothing for shipping. So he was all in for $42.95. Shipping and fees were $11.74 for a gross profit of $31.21, and I paid $2.50 for the cost of goods, so I had a net profit of $28.71. On Poshmark, I sold a Yee pink shirt, real pretty little pink shirt. It cost $18. Buyer paid $18. No shipping. Fees were $3.60 for a gross profit of $14.40. Cost of goods was $1, so I made a net profit of $13.40. And also on Posh, I sold a pair of Peter Millar size 40 dress pants. These sold for $25. I paid $5 in fees. I had a $20 gross profit. These cost $1.75. I got them at the bin, so I approximated my cost based on the weight, and for a net profit of $18.25. On Friday, July 23rd, I started a sale. You heard my numbers, they were pretty dismal. So I thought, I'm gonna do a sale. I'm gonna do 25% off from Friday morning at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time till Sunday evening at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, so that's when the sale ran. I ran 25% off, and my revenue increased greatly. Now this first item, I actually listed later in the day, so it didn't go into the sale. It was a Polo Ralph Lauren linen silk camp shirt. Beautiful. $49.95 was what the buyer paid. $9.35 for shipping. He was all in for $59.30. Shipping and fees was $11.12. The gross profit was $48.18. Cost of goods was $6.40 for a net profit of $41.78. Those Polo Ralph Lauren shirts I got that day at Savers back a couple weeks ago whenever I did with my thrift trip that was in collaboration with Becky Park students. They're doing great. And if I'd get them all listed, they'd all do great. The next was a pair of Exertion floral shorts. They sold for $15.95. The buyer paid $4.70 shipping. He was all in for $20.65. Shipping and fees was $6.63. Gross profit was $14.02, and I had worn them several times, so I'm not saying there was any cost of goods, for a net profit of $14.02 from something I pulled out of my drawer that I hadn't worn for forever. So look in your drawers, look in your closet. If there's something in there that you haven't worn in a while, pull it out and sell it. You can put something back in there for what you buy. What I like to do is, at the beginning of the year, I turn all of my hangers backwards. Okay, I put them in the closet backwards. And at the end of that next year, so 1 year from when I do that, then any item that hasn't had the hanger turned around gets donated. But now that I'm reselling, I resell it. So that lets me know, what I'm not wearing. If the hanger never gets turned around, I didn't wear it. I don't need it. Okay, so the next item sold was a Poleci, P-O-L-E-C-I blouse. It sold for $17. The buyer paid $4.70 in shipping, so he was all in for $21.70. Shipping and fees was $6.06 for a gross profit of $15.64. I paid $1 for this, so I had a net profit of $14.64. The next item that sold was a Lacoste men's polo. It sold for $18, and the buyer paid $6 shipping for all in of $24. Shipping and fees cost $7.42 for a gross profit of $16.58. I'd say I can't read my writing, but it's all on printed. I should be able to read it. I don't know. So I had a gross profit of $16.58. The item cost $2, so I had a net profit of $14.58. The next item was a David Dart linen shirt. It cost $20.96. Now, I still pick up linen. The closer it is to the end of summer, I'm not in as big a hurry, but, you know, I still pick it up. It's still beautiful. I mean, I love linen. So the buyer had $26.96 all in. Shipping and fees were $8.96. So I had a gross profit of $18. I paid $1 for this, so I had a net profit of $17. The next item, I was freaking out. I could not find it anywhere. It's been a while since I couldn't find an item. It used to happen more often until I got nice and organized. And someday I'll show you my organization system. But I couldn't find it. Guess what? It was in a box. In a box. But it was little. It was a Strasbourg baby dress. Beautiful. Buyer paid $12.76 and $4.70 in shipping. And he was all in for $17.46. Shipping and fees were $5.86 for a gross profit of $11.60. This cost me 50 cents. I got it at the bin, so I approximated. And my net profit was $11.10. Now I want to tell you something. When I said I listed the items for $10 or $15, I did, with no best offer, okay? But when I ran the sale, they were part of the sale, so they came in with 25% off. But what I didn't know is, I guess if you run a sale, even though I didn't have best offer on them, they can do best offer. I didn't know that. If you've ever heard of it, let me know. Because the reason I did that, I was trying, I'm trying to, like I said, figure out what works best for me. I've only been doing this for almost 3 years, but things change. And so that kind of threw me for a loop that they could make offers on my sale items. So the next item was a Polo Ralph Lauren green cotton camp shirt. These camp shirts sold great. It sold for $26.96. Buyer paid $6 shipping for an all-in of $32.96. Shipping and fees were $9.23. The gross profit was $23.73. Cost of goods was $5.59 for a net profit of $18.14. The next item sold was a soft surroundings gauzy top. It sold for $18. The buyer paid $6 shipping. He was all in for $24. It cost $7.50 for shipping and fees for a gross profit of $16.50. I paid $1 for this, so I had a net profit of $15.50. The last item to sell that day on eBay was a pair of Erica black capri pants. They sold for $12.46. Buyer paid $4.70 shipping for an all-in of $17.16. It was $6.98 for shipping and fees. It's starting to, I'm going to take this off because I don't know. For $10.18 gross profit. I didn't pay anything. They were given to me for a net profit of $10.18. Okay? So I sold an item on Poshmark. I don't know if I told you that I sold on Friday. I sold 11 eBay plus 1 Posh and 1 Etsy. Yay! I know, I'm silly. So the Poshmark was an Abercrombie board shorts. They sold for $15. Fees were $3. So I made $12. These items did cost me $2. So I had a net profit of $10. On Etsy, I sold this little plastic statue. I don't know if when y'all were younger, I'm 57, so maybe if you're my age, those little plastic statues that we used to get our parents for Mother's Day and stuff like that. That's what it was, but it was a friend's. And it sold for $12.95. The buyer didn't pay anything shipping. It was free shipping. So it cost me $4.60 to ship the item plus fees, for a gross profit of $8.35. This item did cost me 50 cents for a net profit of $7.85. The last day on Saturday, July 24th, I had eight eBay sales, okay? I sold a Chico's Moto jacket in a large for $16.35. The buyer paid $9.35 for shipping. He was all in for $25.70. The shipping and fees was $11.25 for a gross profit of $14.45. Cost me $1 for a net profit of $13.45. The next item was a pair of Citizen of Humanity mid-rise boot-cut jeans. They sold for $21.34. Buyer paid $9.35 shipping. He was all in for $30.69. Shipping and fees was $12.16 for a gross profit of $18.53. These cost $1.65, and so the net profit was $16.88. The next item was a Champ Syscom cycling jersey, and this is one I listed for $15, and it came down to, with the sale, 12 something. And then he made an offer. I countered with 11, so he was in for $4.70 shipping, so $15.70 total in. The shipping and fees was $6.13 for a gross profit of $9.57, and I paid 60 cents. I got these at the bins on that trip, so it was $8.97 net profit. The next item was a Coldwater Creek 1X raised dot top. It went for $12.79. Buyer paid $4.70 in shipping for $17.49 total cost. Shipping and fees was $7.01 for a gross profit of $10.48. I paid $1 for this for a net profit of $9.48. The next item was a pair of Propet, P-R-O-P-E-T with an apostrophe, so I'm thinking Propet. Men's black strap shoes. These were in new condition. They sold for $19.46. Buyer paid $9.35 shipping. They total in of $28.81. The buyer shipping and fees was $12.04 for a gross profit of $16.77. I paid $4 for these, so a net profit of $12.77. The next item was a pair of Rockin' Republic Neil straight jeans. These sold for $15. $9.35 shipping for all in of $24.35. Shipping and fees was $11.41. So I had a gross profit of $13.24. And I bought these for $1 for $12.34 net profit. Okay, the next item was pretty cool, and I think I may have shortchanged myself. The next item was a squishable Aardwolf. It was a limited edition plush. And I showed y'all this in that challenge with Becky Park. I can't talk. And I did some research. There wasn't any there. I should have known, hey, listed higher, but that's okay. I made $39.95 by this 10 by 10 round ball. Buyer paid $6 shipping for an all-in of $45.95. The fees and shipping, and I did add insurance to this. It wasn't, I didn't send it priority because it was light, so I did need to add the $1.70 for shipping. And I had a gross profit of $33.76. I paid 50 cents for this, so I had a net profit of $33.26. Pretty good for a little plush. The last item that I sold this past week was a pair of Ann Taylor Loft crop pants. They sold for $13.48. Buyer paid $6 shipping for an all-in of $19.48. I had $7.08 worth of shipping and fees for a gross profit of $12.40. These cost me $1 for a net profit of $11.40. Okay, that's everything I sold this past week. And I may try to attach this into my description. It really was very informative, breaking down the numbers, but it took a long time to do. So probably won't be doing that very often. I might pull out, like I've been doing, pull out the high and low and break down that. 14 items is a whole lot better than 45 items. So now let's look at my numbers. It started off very slow. That's the reason I did the sale. You know, maybe that's what you need to jump start it. I did a weekend sale. So I had 37 eBay orders, 2 Etsy orders, 6 Poshmark orders for a total outgoing orders of $45. I made $1,029.52 worth of eBay gross sales, $55.90 in Etsy gross sales, and $156 in Poshmark gross sales, for a total of $1,241.42. I had $204.11 worth of shipping, and that included the international shipping. That's everything I do with Pirate Ship as well, and I did my Etsy through Pirate Ship as well as eBay shipping. I had $128.40 worth of eBay fees. I had $4.75 worth of Etsy fees. $33.05 worth of Poshmark fees. That did include, that was a 20%, plus there was a shipping discount, for a total cost of $370.31. My cost of goods was a little high this week because I bought all those camp tops at Savers, and I did have a couple of retail arbitrage, but my cost of goods was $107.25. I had $763.86 worth of total net sales. Yay! It's going back up. Maybe I need to do another sale. I don't know. You know, sometimes it's kind of hard taking the little bit that they give you, but that's okay. So I had a gross average sale price of $27.59 for a net average sale price of $16.97. I almost got to 17, but that's a whole lot better than the 13 something that I had 2 weeks ago. So what do y'all think? What do you think of my numbers? I thought they were pretty darn good. That would be nice if I had those numbers every week, and hopefully in about a month, maybe a little more, we'll start having more consistent numbers. And I can't wait to use this form and break them down so that I'm seeing everything, the growth. I want to thank y'all for being here today. And if you've got any questions about what how I work my whole program, I thrift at thrift stores. I go to the bins. I get mystery boxes from ThredUp and from Goodwill Blue Box. I do this. I have people give me things. But it's wonderful. That's my favorite part, is going out thrifting. It can be exhausting. If you've never been thrifting for a whole day, going thrifting for a whole day can be exhausting. So if you like that, hit the subscribe. If you like this video in particular, hit the like button. Tell me if you like the format I did today. If you liked it, I'll keep doing it. But if you really, whatever, then let me know, okay? And if you want to be notified anytime I put out a new video, hit the notifications button. I really do appreciate you being here, and I need you to do me one favor. I need you to go out and find your redo.